Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, February 25th, so you know what time it is. It's Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we try and go through all the news from this week in about 10 minutes or less, also giving you some heads up on what's coming up next week. So let's go ahead and dive into it right away. You'll probably notice on my channel, this is a shameless plug, I've been trying some YouTube shorts recently. Let me know in the comments down below if you like them or not. I've been getting mixed feelings about them personally, but I'd like to get your opinion if it's something that you enjoy, if I should continue doing it, or I should just focus on the regular videos that I normally do. I'm not sure yet. So again, they're all experiments, but let's go ahead and talk about the news on Wax. Starting out with Novopangea. This is probably the biggest news of the week coming up, is they did their private sale and public sale, pre-sale of the Novo token this past week. It's still going on. The public sale is still going on for a little bit longer, depending on when you're watching this. And then the official listing on Alcor happens on February 28th. During that time frame, they're also going to have a number of updates to the game itself. So it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be an interesting time to watch how everything plays out, because they're adding some new levels to certain buildings and skilled workers. Town Hall is going to be enabled. Obviously, the token's going to be in there. So lots of cool things that are happening with Novopangea coming up on February 28th. In addition, on the 28th, they are doing the big pack break. I call it the big boy break. If you're not familiar with Novopangea, they do pack breaks every single week, moderately priced, depending on your budget. They get exciting, they get fun, they have different guests come on there. But this Tuesday, February 28th, they are doing, again, what I call the big boy pack break. This is the big one where they have it's a decent price to get into it, and there's going to be some fireworks with these. You're going to see legendaries, you're going to see epics, and you could possibly see some mythics being pulled. Yours truly, I am actually going to be one of the people that is in the pack break, so I highly encourage you to come check it out. Also, the Taco team is going to be there with the Novopangea team, and it's going to be some interesting conversations between the projects. So this is one I wanted to highlight out there. Plus, they do a lot of giveaways. So if you're just go and watch it, you're going to have a chance to win a bunch of NFTs. They do it every single time, and I have to imagine they're going to do some fireworks for this one too, because it's a big event. So check it out at 5 o'clock on February 28th. Big pack break, plus they have the big updates happening in Novopangea. Next on the list, we have Taco. They dropped the automators this past week, and they activated them. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, check out my video from, I think it was yesterday or the day before, where I walked you through how to use it. If you're not in there yet, you could still get some of the packs on the secondary market, or go ahead and buy them individually. It's a great addition to the Brigade game. In addition to that, this weekend they kicked off, or on the 25th, they are kicking off, that's today, the 25th, the venue upgrade event. So if you have a venue that you are trying to upgrade, or you're thinking about upgrading, this is the perfect time to do it, because they're going to go ahead and reduce it by 4 hours, which allows you to update them in a quicker fashion. So if you're not familiar with the upgrade process, you do an upgrade, there's a cooldown period, you do it again, they're reducing that by 4 hours, which in turn allows you to speed it up a little bit faster over the next few days. Next on the list, we got Realm. They did pass out their Season 7 promo NFT. They do this every single season. It gives you 1% resource boost, and you can go ahead and sell it, or you can stack it on top of past seasons. This is one of those things that's part of my beginner blueprint that I highly recommend you grab as a beginner, because they're cheap on the secondary market, and they stack. They give you a nice little stack of a bonus. If you have all 7 of them from all 7 seasons, that's 7% increase to your resources, plus they have a few more promo ones that they can add in there. In addition to that, they are going to go ahead and have a research boost this weekend. It's already kicked off. Last night it kicked off, where you go ahead and you have a reduced amount of time that it takes. I think it's 50% to go ahead and do research. Plus, it costs a little bit less than normal. So it's a fun thing if you need to do a lot of research. Just pump it out this weekend. It's a great event that they have. Afterland. I have not talked about Afterland yet, but it is one of the projects that I'm going to feature here in the future. I did want to let you know that they are getting very close to the beta. They have beta passes available on the secondary market. or you can win them on their Twitter account right now. They have a giveaway going for 12 of them. So you can go ahead and win one of these, which gives you access to beta, and you can go ahead and try it out. I'm going to be jumping in there. I'm going to be doing some videos around it, showing it to you guys. It looks interesting. It's not only like a first-person style shooter, adventure kind of game, but it also has a lobby that allows you to create different things, which is, I'm more interested in the lobby side, but I'll definitely show you the full game as we're going through beta. Wombat is next on the list. They have had a number of announcements recently. Season 8 has been rolling along, has about 11 days left in it, so we're going to be coming to Season 9 very shortly. And there's some big things happening. Like I said, they've added the sidekick that you can go ahead and level up. They just did that this past week. In addition to some of the major updates actually in the game, they've also announced that they're going to be going ahead and doing a drop next week, the week coming up here, for Dungeon Wombat characters. These are ones that are going to be used in dungeon worlds that you can go ahead and send to the different lands. This is super interesting. The whole dungeon world concept is the reason why I kind of got back into Dungeon Masters and have really tried it out this season. It's super interesting. So you're going to be seeing a lot more around this one also. I do have some lands that I'm going to go ahead and be using and highlighting and showing you how to do different parts of the game. And now they're going to be dropping the characters, so I'm going to go ahead and try and grab some of those. I don't have any of the information other than them announcing that there's going to be a drop. So hopefully we'll get some more information around that shortly, and I'll be able to pass that on to you. Here we got Farming Tales. They closed this past week the barn upgrade for the legendary to level 2. This past week. It was a challenging one. I wasn't able to get enough of the resources together to upgrade my legendary to level 2, which is a little bit of a bummer. And I don't know if a lot of people did. These quests are challenging, and they should be, because the game's been out for some time and people have built up a lot of resources. So they're trying to make it as limited as possible. Also, they dropped the shares for the dairy, which sold out super fast. And they created the new blends for upgrading your farm animals from common to rare to epic and so forth. The rare ones are available. The vouchers are a little bit different because of the change in the economy within the game. So they wanted to make sure that they evened it out so it's easier for you to go ahead and do that process. Avalon the game. Also, I've highlighted this a number of times, where if you're playing an alpha, it's not just a simple, you play, you're done, you deal with the bugs, you report the bugs, and you walk away. They have been dropping NFTs, limited, extremely rare NFTs in game so far, if you do certain quests or if you do certain very low drop rates. This week they handed out the Explorer boots. These were for those that went around and searched and found all the different secret chests throughout the world. They were able to get those. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to get them all, but that's a neat one. But they also dropped the werewolf heart. This one I did get. This is for beating the werewolf in the game. It's a rare drop rate. But they turn it's because it's a rare drop rate. They turn it into an NFT, and not everything that they drop in the game, actually very few things that they drop in the game, are being turned into NFTs. These are just 2 of them, which is great news. I don't think the Explorer boots are going to be available down the road. So those of you that did get it, congratulations. The werewolf heart is going to be very hard to get, even when beta and launch come out. So neat thing happened, and they also have the Titan helmet that's coming out here shortly. As soon as I get the graphics on that, I'll make sure that I do show you. Next on the list, we have Waxel World. They added another piece to the lore. They're continuing to build out the storyline, which is pretty much leading us into the housing expansion. So it's going to be really fun to see how it all mixes together when the housing expansion comes out here. And then we got FGL. Just a quick note on the FGL Games. First and foremost, the Cosmic Clash. They have a tournament that's beginning. It actually began yesterday on February 22nd and goes through the 27th. If you're into Cosmic Clash or any of the FGL games, they all interact so well together. So I would highly encourage you to take a look at this. They're going to have some really cool prizes that are involved in this. So definitely worth checking out. And then we have Warsaken. I just wanted to mention this. They do have an AMA coming out, and they mentioned that there's going to be some changes to the loot Didn't really go into detail, but if you're into Warsaken, and if you're interested in this, make sure that you attend the March 1st AMA session where they're going to go through this in a lot more detail. And then last but not least, Funko. I'm a little disappointed with this drop. They are doing the House of the Dragon drop. I like the show. Just not a big fan of the Game of Thrones Funko Pops. And they're dropping over 62,000 packs of this, which is a little mind-boggling because I don't think it's going to sell out. But if you're a fan of the House of Dragons, you may have a great opportunity to go ahead and get a bunch of packs where you can go ahead and get some of the redeemables, which is the main reason why you do some of these. The other thing I don't like about this drop is usually the royalty is a Freddy Funko. It's not this time. It's one of the dragons that's in the movie. Not the movie, in the series. So it's just one of the dragons. But they have a bunch of the other characters. So if you're into the show, it's a great drop for you. I'm into the show, but it's not something that I'm going to collect. But I wanted to make sure I announced it. It is on February 28th. Again, February 28th is going to be a busy day all around the Wax blockchain. So go ahead and check it out. It's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, February 28th. That's it. That's a week. That's a wrap for the week. I hope you all enjoy this. Let me know if I missed anything. Also, let me know again what you're thinking about the shorts. I'm still undecided whether I'm going to continue those, but let me know if you have any suggestions or if you like them. If you do like them, I'll continue them. So, all right. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.